Come answer me, beautiful friends. I feel like I'm losing my voice. I had a lot of fucking crying yesterday. Today too. The energy, man. Let's do like an energy check-in on your person, yeah? All right. Stupid fly. So, let's find out what you need to know about your person. We're going to start with this. This is Mind Info Oracle. And it's pretty awesome. I got it because of the rainbow and heart. Excuse me. But there's some pretty fucking amazing messages on here. So this one is keep going. It may feel as though you've been on this path or journey for so long, and you may even wonder if you're making any progress towards your dreams. This message is a loving reminder for you to keep going. You're almost there. Sometimes it's hard to remember that, you guys, especially when you are like stuck in the deep midst of, you know, the hard shit. We have to try to remind ourselves that those challenges are put in front of us to see how we overcome the hard shit, getting to the other side. And the harder the shit, the bigger the reward. And it doesn't seem fair. It doesn't seem fair at all. It's just one of those things, though, that the universe wants to make sure that you are ready for what they are trying to give to you. So your obstacles become harder and harder and harder. And you feel like it's just like this never-ending cycle of shit that you keep having to experience, and you keep having to learn, and you keep having to go through. And then you catch this break and like something fantastic happens, and then you go back to fucking square one because you get stuck in your ego, or you revert back to old traumas and you allow triggers to kind of take over. So Spirit's going to teach you some more, and it's going to get harder, and it's going to get harder, and it's going to get harder. The harder it gets, the better the reward. And I try to remind myself that. I'm like, pick up your face, Valerie. Pick up your fucking face. You were given something fantastic. You tasted it. Like you had it. And you fucked it up. And this is yours. Like, this is yours. We give this to you. This is yours. What are you gonna do to stand the fuck back up and go get what's yours back? What are you gonna do? Well, today what I did was fucking cry. That's what I did. Yesterday what I did is call my therapist and see if he could get me in for an extra session, which he did. And he also told me that, like, I need to work on being more vulnerable with people, which is hard for me to do. It is hard for me to do. Just, I mean, there's a lot of PTSD around my triggers, and being vulnerable with people is fucking hard. But you know what? He put a challenge in front of me, and I took it. I don't think that what he intended for me to do didn't really play out the way that I think that he intended it for, but I still stood up to the challenge and I did it. So just remember that even though it feels like your calves and your thighs are fucking burning from going up these stairs and like never ending stairs, it's never gonna get to the point to where you can't take that next step. Spirit is going to come in and be like, okay, you fucking did it. You just gotta remember that, and you have to trust and you have to believe. And it is so hard, you guys, because I am terrible with patience. Terrible. But we can all do it. We can. Okay, let's get to these cards though, okay? I think I'm gonna do this a little bit different. Like, as I'm talking about these cards, you'll see. And let's see how this goes, because I have really been connecting a lot more with what is happening in the cards, and not just Spirit's message coming from the meaning of the card. I mean, it's all just kind of balancing, and it's all kind of flowing together, and that's what I need more. Like, I need the balance. So let's see what we get. Okay, you ready? This is Ten of Fire, oppression. Okay, so what I'm getting with this card really is just like, I know that this is like depicting the zoo, but I'm getting like jail, okay? Like breaking the law and having like a struggle for power, and like being forced to repress the aggressions, and like forced to like reevaluate your structure, because you were kind of fixed in this environment, and there's nowhere for you to go but, you know, to figure out your shit. It's like you feel oppressed in your own world. And I'm saying this like you, this is an energy check-in for your person. But I feel like this card is kind of twofold for both of you. Kind of like a mirroring situation here. Okay. Next we have Mother of Fire. Okay, so looking at this card here, what I'm getting is like self-confidence, independence, kind of knowing your place in life, and being optimistic for the outcomes, and kind of inspiring and energetic, right? I'm feeling like this person is one of those people that like loves and protects fiercely, right? And if the things that she loves and protects are challenged at all, she's like this force to be reckoned with. Like, don't fuck with my people. And I feel like that is how your person views you. And it almost feels like maybe it's a little too much for them. Okay. Next we have the Hanged Man. Okay, so with this card, like, I'm getting a big like wave of uncomfiness. Like, almost like they realize that maybe they're their old habits and their old viewpoints maybe have lost their significance. And it's almost like they're just kind of hanging out and kind of like biding their time until the right time. You know what I mean? It's, there's like, I feel like they're going through like a big, like, what is the word that I'm looking for? Not time, but like, this is like an introspection era for them. Like they're really digging in. And you know, with this person not having a shirt on, I'm getting like them exposing themselves. Not like that, you know, but like being vulnerable and allowing themselves to, like, their vulnerability to be a little more exposed. And it makes them uncomfy. Next, we have Son of Fire. We sure have a lot of minor arcana and major arcana. Okay, so what I'm getting here with this energy is I am feeling like this charismatic and energetic energy, but I'm also getting like a lot of competitiveness and confidence. I'm also feeling like impulsiveness and like if things aren't going the way that they intend them to go, there's some impatience there. So this is like the magician, the magus. This is a lot of resourcefulness and using what is around you to create the narrative and the story on your own. So I'm getting a lot of like go-getter type energy with this, and this being sort of like a businessman, okay? Like they're good with communication, they're good with persuasion. Their mouth pieces like firmly in control when it comes to their representation of what it is that they are trying to portray. I don't feel like they are necessarily a businessman, like a salesman, but I am getting that like whatever they do for their career requires a lot of talking and persuasion, and they're very, very good at it. And lastly, we have Son of Earth. So with this one, I'm getting like a form of like calmity and practicality and like dependability. And they kind of like, they have this path that they go along, and they rarely deviate from it, and they're committed to whatever it is that they are going to achieve, or like looking to achieve, right? They pay close attention to detail, like just the way that the shirt is lying and the tie is kind of angled there. Like I can see the attention to detail. And flexibility really is not their strong suit. Let's see if there is anything else. All right, so we've got negotiating, bargaining, and pleading. We've got earth sign here, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. So if I feel like your person has earth and fire placements in their big three, they may actually have significant earth. I'm getting a level of sadness and depression, and also them being certain about love, just not ready to really express that. And I'm getting, because of this keep going card, like it's not far. It's not far off. There will soon be evidence of this genuine love here. And it's like they're going to be coming back in and asking you for the second chance. So just hold on to that, friends. This isn't the way that you planned it to be, and it's not even necessarily the initial path that Spirit put in front of you. You kind of fucked it off a little bit, and you kind of started going this way and kind of weaving and just doing all kinds of wiggle jiggling all over the place. But Spirit is putting you back on the path. The lesson is going to be a little bit harder this time because you kind of took it and ran with it, and you were like, thanks for what I asked for. And you know, you just kind of had that like childish mentality that like, I got what I want, now I'm just gonna go play with it for 17 hours and then I'm just gonna be like, I don't fucking want this anymore. You know what I mean? And then you give it to someone else, or you let go of it, whatever, and then you're like, the fuck did I do? That was my favorite toy ever. I want it back. So we're figuring out what we need to do, okay? This is what I have for you, my friends. Keep going, keep the faith, love yourself, first of all, and don't forget who the fuck you are, okay? I love you so incredibly much, and I will see you next time.